William Shimming, now in his 90th year, lives at the Greenhaven Convalescent Home in Southport, Queensland. A photograph of a house he built just on half a century ago leads him to relate to his family something of the old days. 4 generations, his daughter, his grandson, and his great-grandson's wife, listen as the old soldier casts his mind back to the turbulent days of the First World War, when he left for France to serve as a sapper in the 8th Field Engineers. The war was won, but William Shimming and many thousands of his comrades in arms were faced with having to resume a normal, peaceful life in a country that had changed considerably since the days before the war. The Australian government helped, and William Shimming was one of the first to benefit. With assistance from the new War Service Home Scheme, he built his first house in the Brisbane suburb of Thompson's Estate. After the horrors of global war, the 20s was a period of relative peace. War Service Homes assistance continued into the 30s, when one of the many ex-soldiers to benefit was Reginald Gilbert, a veteran of the 4th Pioneers who had married William Shimming's daughter. In 1937, War Service Homes assisted the Gilberts to buy their first home at Clifton Hill, and 30 years later, after Reginald Gilbert's death, assisted his widow to buy her present home. But the years of peace were gradually slipping away. World War II came, and among the many thousands to enlist was Cyril Gilbert, the son of Reginald Gilbert and grandson of William Shimming. Cyril Gilbert was in Singapore with the 8th Division when the Japanese struck, and for 3.5 long years he languished in captivity, first in the dreaded Changi prison and later as a labourer on the notorious Burma-Siam Death Railway. Like his father and grandfather before him, Cyril came back to a world that was greatly changed. War Service Homes came to his aid in 1949 and helped him to build his first home at Mount Gravatt. 2 years later, he received assistance again to obtain his present home at Norman Park. A decade passes, the face of Australia continues to change, and with it, a new responsibility. In the 1960s, one of the men to help Australia honour its commitments in Southeast Asia was Ronald Dutton, the stepson of Cyril Gilbert.
Your attention, please. Flight 454. Flight 454.
Sergeant Dutton served first in Malaya and more recently has seen service in South Vietnam. Using the low-interest loan available to eligible returned servicemen, he has built a fine home for his wife and young son in Tennyson, a Brisbane suburb just a few miles from where William Shimming built the first of the 6 War Service homes his family has owned. Half a century has gone by, and in that time, 300,000 ex-servicemen have been assisted by the War Service Homes Department, which has grown to become the largest housing enterprise in Australia. This year, War Service Homes celebrates its Golden Jubilee. It can look back with pride on 50 years of achievement and service to 4 generations of Australians who, like the Shimmings, the Gilberts and the Duttons, have been called upon to serve abroad.